Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. It's the last video of the day. I thought we'll keep it nice and light and fluffy as we're going into a Friday night. So I do hope you enjoy this one. Boris Johnson was busy remembering. He was having a little nostalgia moment. He was talking to Giles Brandreth and they were discussing their childhoods and things, whatever, and reminiscing about fond memories. And they were on the subject of the time when Boris Johnson was Prime Minister. And he was talking about PMQs. And he said, oh, you stand there and you do the way Boris talks and all that. He said, but then someone from the SNP, he said, would stand up and they'd ask a question. He said, and the trouble is, I didn't understand a word they were saying. He said, they would say something, so I had to give very vague, blah, blah answers. He said, oh yes, very, very general. And he gave these answers. He said, and he said he realised he was blagging it. He said, but... he just literally didn't understand. He said, particularly Mary Black, and he was saying he couldn't understand a word that woman was saying. Well, to be fair, there are people in Mary Black's family who haven't got a clue what she's saying. She's got the weirdest accent. And she uses the words that just don't exist, I think. But I've got to be honest, though, and say the other way around. Half the time, the people in the SNP probably didn't understand what Boris was saying. Oh, well, you're going to say there, functitious and blah, blah, blah. Quick game of whiff-waff, They probably said, what the hell is this man on, So it's like the Tower of Babel, isn't it? Everybody's talking, nobody's listening, and you can't understand anything. But it is there. And so I think it's mutual. But a couple of them, Stephen Gethins and Pete Wishart, said, we felt he was just making it up as he went along. Well, yeah, his whole tenure as Prime Minister can be summed up in that sentence. But to be fair, we all have a problem understanding what SNP policies are and things like that. So it's all mutual, isn't it? Nobody understands anything. But you would have thought, seriously, you would have thought somebody would have realised at some point that Boris didn't actually understand what you were saying. You would have clicked, surely, that going like, he never answers a question. It's always, and then click. Does he not understand? Does he not speak English, as it were? Hey, Boris, Oh, that's more Prince Charles, isn't it? See, that's Prince Charles going like that. Scotsman go like a bit. See, you can do this. It's great. It's all practice. When you're an artist, darling. When you're an actor, Whereas Boris he's sort of like, whiff-waff. So you can do it. It's great. But that's it. But that's all it is. It's grunts and clicks. That's all you get nowadays in Parliament. Did you see that woman the other day sitting there sleeping, wearing a T-shirt, leather jacket, purple hair, and she's an MP, snoozing away on public money? What a disgrace. The way she looked at just have a bit of bloody sense about you. Meant to represent people. You look like a tramp. Anyway, Friday night. Go and enjoy yourself, good people. It all starts again tomorrow morning. And, Never. I don't think Boris understands anything about Scotland, but it's all a bit much, isn't it? Thanks a lot. Bye.